The attorneys for the man accused in the assassination of Charlie Kirk are asking a judge to delay an upcoming hearing set for May. Tyler Robinson's legal team says they need 6 months to review the massive amount of digital evidence in the case. And they also made a new claim in the filing, saying the ATF was unable to match the bullet fragment recovered from the autopsy to the rifle that Robinson allegedly used in that attack. NBC News legal affairs reporter Gary Grumbach joins us. Gary, the defense is asking now for a 6-month delay. So walk us through the evidence they have and the evidence they still say they need to review.
Yeah, you'll remember, Morgan, this was a widely documented event, both the shooting itself and the aftermath. Everybody had a phone out. They were taking video. They were taking photos. And now the FBI has collected all of that and is starting to hand it over to Tyler Robinson's defense team. And it includes 600 hours of video, 330 hours of audio, 600,000 files. So we're talking about a ton of evidence. They say, the defense team says, it's going to take about 60 days just to go through all of that and see exactly what they have and what they don't have. And there was a focus in a filing just the other day from Tyler Robinson's defense team on a part of an ATF summary report that they say they have obtained that says, quote, the ATF was unable to identify the bullet recovered at the autopsy to the rifle allegedly tied to Mr. Robinson. Now, this, just to be very clear, this does not mean the ATF thinks that Robinson is the wrong guy or that perhaps they have the wrong suspect. But what this does mean is that perhaps the fragment of the bullet that was lodged inside Charlie Kirk was too small, or perhaps it didn't have the right fingerprints on it. A lot of reasons why that could be the case, why they could not come to a definitive conclusion on that. They also say, the defense team says, they don't have actually any of the underlying evidence that supports that summary report, and the FBI is also doing other tests on the bullet itself. Morgan.
So then when could we expect a decision from the judge, Gary?
So we can expect a decision in the coming weeks. This case is sort of running on two different tracks here. There is both the defense that is trying to get all the evidence from the state of Utah, but also a fight over cameras in the court and whether or not this very highly publicized trial will actually be on camera. Some were concerned it could turn into a circus-like atmosphere. All of these decisions should be made in the coming months.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.